All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have returned with yet again another video on Mephisto for the simple fact that y'all are not tired of him yet, man. I had a couple people hit me up saying they wanted to see this man in PvP with a bit of a hybrid build. So today we're going to be checking him out with a CTP of Greed and seeing if he can actually get some W's against Sentry. Wolverine, Silver Surfer. We already know Null is gonna crush him, honestly. But I'm curious to see how the Greed performs comparatively to the Conquest and the Authority, which I tested previously. I had a couple of you guys asking if I could try him with a CTP of Rage because you want him to be more PvE leaning while still seeing if he can actually get some W's in PvP. So we're gonna try that as well. Okay, after we test out the Greed, we're gonna throw on one of these rages on here, which to be honest, the rage is almost like you don't even have a CTP because all you're going to be getting from that is the crit rate and the dodge. If anything, it would be better to put like a judgment on him because the judgment would then give you some elemental damage, and that's just extra damage that you could do to the enemy, as opposed to with the rage, the bottom proc here only activates when you're up against boss types, and PvP characters are not classified as boss types, even if you're going up against Null, Mephisto, and other characters that appear in the game as bosses. Okay, once you unlock them and they are in your account, they're no longer classified as boss characters. Okay, so anyways, we're gonna see how we do with the Greed, if we can get some W's, and then we'll come back and we'll try out the Rage for those of you guys who want to go with a more PvE leaning build. Anyways, so hopefully this guy doesn't start off with Null. It would be perfect if we could actually get to see how we do against the Sentry. We're gonna use this team right here, and let's see, because right now Mephisto is taking the cake as the best. Okay, so that's Clash. That's a brilliant conquest as the best character to get a uniform in 2025. I'm saying best uniform tier 4 combination in 2025. Okay, can we at least get one kill? He was okay, so he's still getting one kill. We're gonna try that again. The minimum is at least take a life off Sentry. So it's not completely worthless, but I would ideally like to crush him. Keep in mind, these guys have. Let me see. I didn't check previously. Yeah, he has the HP proc because his HP bumped all the way up to almost double mine. I don't have a HP proc. My cards are more leaning towards PvE, but that will be changing at some point. Hold on. Let's go. Fit. Yeah. 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 Can we still get a kill if we're using a rage, which is basically nothing? The ambush gives you reflect protection and then cuts through some of their damage reduction. Doesn't even matter which rage I give them, but just because I don't want anybody to say, oh, the rage will do something, we'll just give him a good rage. Or we could just give him the brilliant rage. Doesn't matter. Alright, cool. Let's go. It's not it's not gonna do anything. It's almost as if he's empty, to be honest. But it will be interesting to see, because if he still gets a kill, even with the rage, then it means you probably shouldn't even consider giving him the Greed. Let's see. Pop goes the Weasel. Yep, no kill. No kill. No kill. Okay. So far it looks like the Greed does do something. It gets him at least one kill. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. No way. Okay, for a second I thought he was gonna kill him. Oh, for a second I thought he was gonna get the the second kill on Sentry there. So the greed did look a little bit more consistent. Let's run a third fight. Let's see. Let's see. We're gonna do a third fight, and then we're gonna put the greed back on and do a third fight for the greed. Because from what I just saw with the last one with the rage there, it gave me a little bit of hope. And I'm always a sucker for a little bit of hope. Yep, he got a kill there. Okay. Bro, again, he got so close. He got so close. That's actually crazy. Yeah, so from what I'm seeing right now, it looks like it would be a waste to give him a greed, right? We're gonna do some more testing, but it looks like he's performing about the same, which is kind of crazy. It's against Sentry, all right. So okay, because I'm really confused as to how he can't get the first kill when the Rage is getting the first kill. So does Rage actually do something? Okay, he finally managed to kill twice, which is not something we ever saw from any of the Rage runs. Okay, let's jump back in. Van has been he's before we go back, is there anybody else? Um, Hold on. I want to see if I can get a Sentry Ebony Maw team. Okay, we got a Wolverine in the cut here, so let's try this. Alright, so do they have the HP proc, and what do you have on you? Okay, so that's a Clash, so that's Conquest. Wish it was the new uniform for Logan, but it's fine. You can really see that, like if you watched my other video that I showcased the Conquest and the Authority, you can really see that Mephisto benefits greatly from the Conquest and the Authority for the extra damage reduction. Because he just kind of gets kind of melted when he doesn't. Yeah, see? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, by no means is he a greed character. By no means. Hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. Hold up. Hold up. Let me throw the rage back on. Throw the rage in the cut. Can he do anything? I will say I did test him in AC today, and even without an obelisk, he was killing Ghost Riders, which is kind of crazy. Like that shocked me. I wish I was recording when I was testing it, but like man, literally, like I just took his CTP off. I just tossed him in. I wanted to see if Ghost Rider would just cook him up. Nah, he triggered Ghost Rider the undead, and then wait, what the hell is going on, bro? Bro, what is going on? How is Rage better than freaking... What? Nanda to... So hold on a second, bro. Hold on. The crit damage. the only thing you're getting from this is the enrage crit damage. And you're telling me that that is better than the ambush? That's crazy. That's actually what am I seeing right now, bro? Pardon my language, but fuck agreed. You might as well just give this man a rage. If you don't have a conquest or an authority, or you don't want to give him one. Like if you want him to be a PvE character and still want to have PvP value, it looks like you're better off just giving him a rage. Cause like what is happening here, bro? What is happening here? Like it sounds like I'm irate. It sounds like I'm mad, but I'm actually not mad. I'm just I'm flabbergasted. Like, nah. I'm coming back again with the brilliant. We have yet. I'm glad I tested this. If I didn't have this recorded, I never would have believed it. You know, if I wasn't seeing this myself, I would legitimately think this is like some type of, malarkey. Like people like editing videos to make it look like shit's happening that's not happening, but it's actually happening. It's actually happening. Maybe he's just inconsistent, but like it seems like the inconsistency is favoring the rage runs. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't have the answer, bro. What's on this Wolverine? Greed. But he's struggling. The Wolverine is struggling. If he came out before the century, he would have gotten cooked up. But, dog. I'm sorry. If you're a PvE player and you like Mephisto, you can just give him a rage. Like, you can just give him a rage. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you have a PvP deck. Like, the more you have invested towards PvP, like, if you have a lot of HP on your cards, if you have, like, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you have this card, okay, that's not the one. Well, that is the one, but it's with the HP proc, and then you have this one with the HP proc, and they're equipped, and you got a good amount of HP. Man, just give this man a rage, and he's still gonna do work, bro. Like, cause like, what are you telling me right now? Like, I'm actually lost. Like, I'm at a loss for words, because I fully expected the greed to be significantly better, but that's not what I'm seeing. Okay, can I find someone, bro? Oh my, Ryder. Okay, he's from Nemesis. Okay, these guys are all using. Okay, good. Let's see this. Looks like we're only gonna get Sentry, but if my level 80 Mephisto was beating Silver Surfers, I don't expect to ever see my Mephisto losing to Silver Surfer. Well, you know what? Never say never, right? Anything can happen. Wow. Okay. And let's run that back. I'm actually speechless. Wow. That's crazy. I was fully expecting Sensei to die there. He bounced back up to half, and I died instead. Alright, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like what are you talking about, bro? like what? So that CTP of Rage, how about that, huh? How about that? I'm gonna say, for the vast majority of players, you can settle for a rage or a competition. I don't know. Because most of y'all only play PvE anyways, right? Let's see. Maybe I should drop a competition in here and see. Can you get a kill? Nope. Alright. I don't know. From what I'm seeing, it doesn't look like there's a big gap between rage and greed. I know they're not. I know, not a boss. Not a boss type. I know. Ooh. Hold on. Damn it. I got my hopes up. I thought it was gonna be Wolverine first. I don't know why I thought that. I don't know why I thought that. It's never Wolverine first. It's always no. I beg your pardon? I begs your pardon? I begs your pardon? What is happening? Nah! What the? Bro. I don't have Mephisto. What's on this note? This is a brilliant, right? Yeah, he has a brilliant. Mans has a brilliant just give him any freaking CTP, bro. just give him. Oh man. Oh man. Let me see this. I promise I'm not trying to make these videos longer. I promise I'm not. But it's just every time I think I understand what's going on, more information just enters my brain and then it gets overloaded. Yeah. Yeah, he's just cooking now. Bro. like what's happening right now? That's a CDPF competition, bro. Like that's a competition. It's like just juice him to the gills with as much damage as you possibly can, and you know that's about it. Now I gotta give me a sec, guys. All right, so I'm gonna put a brilliant conquest on him. This was not in the plans, bro. This was not in the plans, but I need to see this, bro. Right, because he's killing this null with competition. So with conquest, what happens? Mm-hmm. 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 Excuse me? Do we just make it to the same exact point and die again? So you mean to tell me there's no difference? I beg your pardon? No! What is going on, bro? Yep. Ooh. The impressive part is that he's killing the null. But he's killing the null even with competition. The more I think I know, the less I realize I do. Isn't that how life works, though? You know, when you're a kid and you think you know it all, and then you grow up and you figure out that you know nothing. You know, guys, I I still think, okay, I still think that if you're leaning heavily towards PvP, you want to go with Conquest, then Authority. And if you're leaning towards PvE, then you're going Competition, then Rage. But from what I'm seeing here, if you don't care about PvP like that, just give them a competition and a rage and let RNG take the wheel. That's it. I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna test some more, but yeah, I don't want to keep you guys here for 16 days. You know what I'm saying? Leave me your thoughts in the comments, though. I'll catch you in the next one. MEPHISTO, he's really gonna shake the meta up, bro. He really is. He really is.